On the way home after Endrick DeLowry bailed me out of the police station, I brought up divorce. "You're taking things too far now, Olivine," he said dismissively. I glanced at him. He focused his eyes on the road with a smile. I insisted, "I've made up my mind," turning to face him fully. I met his eyes with quiet determination. "Endrick, let's set each other free." The Maserati abruptly rolled to a stop by the side of the road. Inside the car, the temperature dropped to freezing. "Why?" His hands tightened on the steering wheel, his voice turning colder. "Give me a reason." "What is it now? What nonsense are you stirring up again?" One look at his eyes, and suddenly I found this whole thing utterly pointless. I simply rolled down the window and pointed to the rearview mirror. A car had been secretly following us the whole time. 10 seconds, maybe less, I said. "Someone's gonna come looking for you." I counted down confidently. 10, 9, 8. Before I even got to 7, the Porsche behind us came to a stop, and a graceful figure got out. A woman, whose eyes were red and puffy, hurried up to us. "Olivine, I swear I didn't mean it today. I only stopped by to grab some clothes because I had to accompany Endrick to the dinner party. I had no idea you were home sleeping, and I definitely didn't know you'd mistake me for a thief and call the cops. This is all my fault, really. Please, don't fight with Endrick over it. I'm begging you, if you're really upset," she said, grabbing my hand and pulling it toward her face. "Then hit me. Go ahead and hit me. Let it out on me." She clutched my hand, holding it close, like she wanted me to slap her right then and there. Just as my hand was about to fall, Endrick barked. "Olivine." His voice sharpened. "Where are your manners? What, did you leave them in the police station?" "Dang, that's just insane. I mean, see? I didn't even have to do anything, just sitting there, staying silent, and yet somehow it was still my fault." I yanked my hand back and turned to look him in the eye. "Do you get it now?" I asked. "Endrick," I said, voice flat but steady. I felt like I couldn't even cry anymore. Maybe my heart had been hurt so much I'd finally gone numb. I unbuckled my seatbelt, adding, "This is the reason." "One last time," I said. "I want a divorce." "Endrick." I opened the car door and stepped out. As I did, I met his secretary's wide-eyed, barely concealed delight with a smile. "Congratulations," I said lightly, "after all these years of inserting yourself into every corner of our life. You're finally going to make it." I spat. "I don't want Endrick anymore." Then I turned to leave, but he bolted out of the car and grabbed my wrist. "What the hell is wrong with you today, Olivine? Do you even realize that because you called the cops, I missed out on a billion-dollar project? Just because you said you were scared, I went completely out of my mind rushing to the police station. And what do I see when I get there? You had my secretary arrested. I've put up with you long enough. You're always targeting Brenna. But she still defends you to me, telling me not to get mad, to treat you well. Don't you have any idea how fucking ungrateful you are?" His grip tightened painfully, pulling at the old scar on my wrist, sending a sharp ache through my arm. I winced, staring down at my reddening skin. "Let me go." I yanked my hand back with all my strength and rubbed my sore wrist. Then, without a second thought, I slapped him hard across the face. "Damn it, Endrick," I snapped. "I've had enough of you too." We'd been together for 10 freaking years. We'd argued, had cold wars, even come close to breaking up, but never once had I embarrassed him in front of someone else like this. But I was so fucking done keeping the peace. I looked him in the eye, and in one breath, I